Hi, anyone and everyone. This is Kim, the Humble Hermit from Come As You Are Oracle. I'm going to do a collective tarot for today. What is with my hair? Saturday, November 2nd, 2024. You may follow me on the book, the Insta, the Talk, or the Tube, or not. Totally up to you. Please take what resonates, leave what doesn't. If it doesn't fit, don't make it fit. Justice. If some of it fits, fabulous. We love that for you. We always love that for you. If it doesn't fit, just leave it on the table for someone else, okay? Don't take on energy that wasn't meant for you. Seriously. You know what I'm using. Don't even ask me. All right. Two on the table, three on the table, four on the table. Oh shit, here we go. Why? Why are you doing this to me? Oh crap. This shit is serious. Okay. Sorry. We got four cards. We got four cards. We have four cards. One major. Five cards, one major. Six cards, one major. Whoa. 7, 8 cards. 7, 8 cards. I can't believe it's November, y'all. I can't believe it. 9, 10 cards, 11 cards. Okay, let me put this up here. That. Oh my gosh. Holy sh... Okay. 11 cards on the table so far. Let's do one more shuffle. It's not that there's a lot of bad cards. It's the subject matter for me. We got 13 on the table. Sorry, we got 12 on the table. Sorry, I wasn't keeping you updated. Hold on. Let me pull the bottom of the deck. Okay. So we have 13 cards on the table and we have 3 major. Okay. Sorry. I'm just so bamboozled. And I don't know why I'm bamboozled, but top of the deck is a 5 of swords, a 9 of swords, an ace of swords. Confrontation, mental strife, leading to mental clarity. And the Hermit. 5 of Pentacles and the Hermit. Hardship and introspection. Page of Swords, Truth Seeker. Bottom of the deck is Page of Pentacles, Ambition. 8 of Swords, Self-Defeat. Temperance, Inner Peace. All right. I'm going to set this here. We got quite a few cards here. 13 cards. We got 2 of Cups. 6 of Cups. Pardon me. 10 of Wands. I ate my lunch kind of late, so now I got like the burpees. And yeah, I'm still eating pasta. Pasta Alfredo. And I got one more helping, and I'm going to eat it for dinner, and then I'm done. Tomorrow, I swear to God, tomorrow I'm going to Sammy's, and I'm ordering a fry, a double cheeseburger with no onion, and a large banana shake. And I'm probably going to do it as soon as they open. I'm not going to lie. The Emperor, I have priorities. I got priorities. 2 of Swords. And a cheeseburger in my life is one of them. King of Wands. I would go to Captain Mike's in Kenosha. I'd rather not go by myself. Ace of Wands. 6 of Wands. The World. King of Swords. I don't know why, but when I look at this, if it wasn't for, like, they look like they kind of have a bigger nose, it kind of reminds me of Jim from The Office. John Krasinski. Like, maybe like a little bit older. I don't know. We got 7 of Pentacles. I watch too much of The Office. Actually, every time I talk to my neighbor Julie, she loves The Office. We got the Hierophant. And then bottom of the deck is 8 of Cups. I don't know why I felt like I wanted to say the spiritual growth over the 8 of Cups. So maybe somebody, yeah. Okay. Feminine, masculine, take how it resonates. The Emperor is out here. I'm going to read it as the Emperor. You can say it's an Empress. It doesn't matter to me. I'm going to say it as Emperor, okay? So this is what I know when these cards first started to fall out. Especially these first 5 cards, okay? 2 of Cups, 6 of Cups, 10 of Wands, the Emperor, and 2 of Swords. This Emperor is in conflict over a 2 of Cups, over coming into union with someone who they believe would be a good match for them. They're nostalgic over the past. I think this is someone from their past, someone that they know from their past. The reason why they're in conflict is because they know that this would be a good connection. With the King of Wands, it would be a very creative union between the 2 of them. But there's an issue here with 10 of Wands, overcommitment. This person is overcommitted. Now, that could be anything. That doesn't necessarily have to mean that there are other people involved, other lovers involved. It could mean this person has kids, this person has parents that they take care of, this person has a heavy workload, this person has multiple jobs, this person is kind of stretched thin with like friends and family and work, and it could be a combination of any of that, okay? But they feel overcommitted in this situation, which is why they're having this conflict about this union, about coming into this union. The thing is with these other 7 cards on the bottom, the last 7 cards that were pulled, if this person would just let go and meet this person, and by meet this person, I mean like, how do I say this? If this person would just come towards this person, meet this person halfway, whatever the case may be, something along those lines. Ace of Wands, new beginnings. 6 of Wands, they're going to be victorious. With the World card, the world is at their feet. Achievement. Like I said, them coming into union with this 2 of Cups, with this other person coming into union, it's only going to bring in great things for them. Like I said, they're going to have some type of creative dynamic where they're going to play off each other. And we're talking power couple. We're talking 2 magnetic souls coming together as one. The abundance is off the charts, I just heard. With the King of Swords, this person, they might be looking at this from too a rational aspect. Like sometimes you got to take a leap of faith. Sometimes you just got to get your ass in gear and jump. Put on the parachute and jump. Because when you get too in your head about it, then you're not going to do anything about it. You're going to hold yourself back. And what I think is happening is, what I think is going to happen, and it's a very common theme. We're all humans. We all have the same types of experiences. This person is going to wait too long to come in, to have contact with this other person in this Two of Cups situation. They're going to wait too long. Way too long. Way, way too long. And this other person's going to be gone. With the Seven of Pentacles, so yes, I think they're coming from too rational a spot. Like they need to just dive in and do what they need to do. Otherwise, they're going to lose this prospect for themselves. And honestly, lose this other person. You know what I mean? This person is going to lose them. They need to have patience with themselves. I know I just said they need to get out of their head and need to be less rational, but they also need to have patience with themselves, and they need to have patience with this other person. Because for some, they're going to come in to have communication with this other person, this Two of Cups, and it might not go as planned. It might not go as planned. For some, it could start off a little rocky. For some, it could start off with like a confrontation of sorts instead of communication, more of like a confrontation. With the Hierophant, like I said, they just need to believe, and they need to put on the parachute, and they need to jump. Because not only are these two going to be so, I just heard outlandishly creative. It's like British. Maybe one of these people is British. I don't know. If you're one of these people, maybe you're British. I don't know. Not only are they going to be creative, not only are they going to be victorious, not only are they going to bring in a crazy amount of abundance, there's going to be so much spiritual growth there for the two of them together. Like if each one of these people, the Emperor and this other person, have been on their own spiritual journeys, their own healing journeys, when they come together, they're going to continue to heal, but heal each other. And the effects are going to react. Well, they're going to react towards each other, but it's going to radiate throughout the community, throughout the world, throughout humanity. And you may think that, like, oh, that's a little dramatic. Whenever two people come together that are supposed to be together, they raise the vibration of humanity. And because they're a union of lovers that were most likely meant to be together. It's going to be all that more effective on raising the vibration. When two positive beings come together in positivity, it's going to radiate a light, a love, like no other. Now, if one of these person were to come in negative, like one of them's fake, wearing a mask, low vibrational, it's not going to happen like that. It's the relationship's going to tank. And probably pretty fast. In my personal opinion, when you get into relationships that you're not supposed to be in, like aka karmic relationships, okay, negative relationships, low vibrational relationships, they tend to tank really fast. That's why, like, a lot of people that get into situational drama, friends with benefits, casual one night stands, those things don't last, right? Like one night stand is a one night stand, right? But friends with benefits, I mean, how often do you usually have a friends with benefits? Like, how long do you have a friends with benefits? And how long before you start calling it something else? Because if you're with a friends for with benefits for more than probably a year, I'm going to tell you that's not a friends with benefits, that's a relationship. Even if neither of you want to call it that, it's a relationship. Now, in my opinion, it's still karmic, it's still low vibrational because the two of you are in a commitment, but you're refusing to believe it. And you probably see other people. That's low vibrational. And just in my opinion, that's just my opinion. But if one of these people is of that, they're not genuine, they're not honest, they're not truthful, they don't come in open and honest, it's going to be found out real quick. That's not going to we're not talking about two people coming together, one of them negative, one of them positive, and it lasting for 10 years. No, we're probably talking like 10 weeks. That stuff tends to be found out pretty fast. And just for an example, like if I were to get into a relationship with a person and I'm coming in the way I am, and I do not by any means think I'm the highest vibrational human being, but I definitely feel like I'm definitely not a karmic. I'm definitely not low vibrational. I'm above that, a little bit, somewhat. But if I come into union with someone that is not on my level and they're lower, possibly really low, it is not going to take me that long to figure that out. It really is not. It's not. It's not. And okay, I'm just going to be honest. I have had two men from work come towards me seeking relationships. Um, the one is very low vibrational. He very much lives in his addictions. He has alcoholism problems and he has gambling problems. Now, I'm not going to say names, but I work with these two gentlemen. They're not in my department, but we work in the same building. I see them every day. The one has alcohol issues, gambling issues. They don't own their own home. I'm surprised they even have a car. He's 60. He's older. He's over 60. Like he should be retiring soon, but I don't think he'll be able to for a while. He's not very responsible with money. And I don't even remember if I told you guys about this, but I took him with me. Like I met him on one of my morning walks out by the lake, and afterwards we went for breakfast. I think I did tell you about this. And I felt like he was interviewing me for a wife position. I just consider him a somewhat acquaintance slash friend from work. And I let him come walking with me because I thought maybe it was going to encourage him to do his own exercise routine because he needs it. And I'm a big girl. I'm a big girl. He's a very big guy. Very, very big. Like, not good big. Like, I'd be worried for his health, especially since he has alcohol related addictions. I would be really, really worrisome about his health at this point. So I was kind of hoping that like he was making a positive type thing. No, he was trying to interview me for a wife position that I had no idea I was going to be interviewing for. And when we started on the walk, I felt uncomfortable. By the time we got to the restaurant, I felt extremely uncomfortable. And when he started asking me questions, I knew it was done. I knew I was done talking to this man. Like, don't get me wrong, I'll say hi to him and I'll chit chat with him at work, but I'm not going out on another date with him, another walk with him. It's not happening. So when I tell you it took less than 3 hours for me to figure out that that was a no-go, it was less than 3 hours. There's another man at work who my friend was like, "Oh, he likes you." And I'm like, "No, I think he likes you." Even though my friend is married, happily married. Um, He definitely probably had some type of thought in his head that we were going to be more than friends eventually. In my mind, that would never happen. When he first started working at our company, I believe it was last year sometime, 2023 sometime. He was walking around, he just got hired. He had only been working a few days, and he was walking around asking women, not men, women, for a ride to and from work. He is 50. He turned 50 this year. He's a 50-year-old man. What grown ass man walks around and asks a woman for a ride to and from work and thinks that is appropriate and that woman is going to be okay with that? I am not okay with picking up and driving around a stranger for money or not for money. A man? Absolutely not. That makes me very extremely uncomfortable. When he was walking around and asking that question, very extremely uncomfortable. Fast forward to this year, and I didn't have much contact with him. Fast forward to the beginning of this year, he brought in little miniature cupcakes and he was passing them out, which is nice, you know. Sometimes he brings in little treats and he shares them with people. And he offered me a cupcake, and I said, "Oh yeah, I'll take a cupcake." Well, I had to open up, like the plastic thing around and I couldn't get it open. And he grabs it from me and he says, "Listen, dummy, I'll do it. Listen, dummy, let me do that for you." Seriously? Seriously. Fast forward to probably maybe like July, August. He has a very jokey relationship with my friend, but again, I still almost feel like he has some type of crush on her. Um, he starts kind of hanging out with me and my friends, my two friends, and then he has his coworker that actually now drives him to work and takes him home. He talks about his friend, his coworker, the one that gives him a ride. He talks about him behind his back. He makes snarky comments to everybody that he talks to, and then, "Oh, it's just a joke. It's just a joke." Everything that comes out of your mouth is a joke? I don't think it's a joke. I think what you're saying is real, and then when you get called out on it, you're like, "Oh, it's just a joke. It's no big deal." It took me what? Let's say he started hanging out with us in July, August, September, and 2 weeks ago, I cut him off. 3.5 months. It took me 3.5 months to kick him to the curb. Not good friend material, not good boyfriend material, definitely not husband material. Definitely doesn't understand boundaries. And then when I called him out on it 2 weeks ago, he had the nerve to come to me later in the day and act like I hurt him. And I'm sure I did hurt him, but he hurt other people every single day, multiple times a day, by saying things about them to their face. Oh, I'm just joking. Like when you called me a dummy? Yeah. So when I say that I typically can pick up on things and, you know, like if this emperor were to come in false towards me, I'm going to see it. Especially if they come in for like a first meeting for communication, a conversation. If this is a past person, if there are things from the past to discuss, anything like that. If I don't feel like they're giving me the truth, if I don't feel like they're 100% honest, I'm going to be like, "Well, thank you for coming in. Here's the door." And the only reason why I guess technically I let it go that long, the 3.5 months with the guy from work, is because in my mind, there was never, ever going to be any type of relationship between the two of us. We are not at all on the same level, not anywhere close. Yes, he has a full time job. He doesn't have a car. He doesn't own his own home. Sometimes his mom, who lives in a nursing home, has to drive him around. He had an issue with his license. He lost it. And he refuses to go get it back, even though he could. And he says that he has anxiety about driving. I think in reality, he just can't find the $7,000 to $10,000 that it would probably cost for him to get it back. So we are not at all on the same level. Him and I coming together in any type of union, not even possible. Definitely not even possible because we work together. I never, ever, ever date anybody I work with. I never, ever, ever have a friends with benefits with anybody I work with. Ever. I have standards and I stick to them. I have boundaries and I stick to them. People don't like it. I don't give a fuck. Get your own boundaries, then maybe you'll understand. Sometimes they do have their own boundaries and they still don't understand. It's called narcissism. But yeah, whoever this emperor is getting, if they would just, pardon me, I think I breathed in a cat hair. You guys know I'm allergic to the cats because now all of a sudden I feel all off. They need to jump in. They need to come in with this communication open and honest. They need to say what they have to say. They need to have patience with this other person because it might be a little bit of a shock. It might be a little surprise, especially if this is a past person, if this is like a past relationship of some kind and it's being reignited. There might be some shock or some surprise. If you want good things to happen for yourself, you have to put that energy out there. You have to believe in that. You have to be positive. And I know it's kind of laughable sometimes for me to say that because I know you guys see one side of me on here, but behind the scenes, I'm not always the most positive. You know, like I'll hear a reading and they'll be like, "Oh yeah, so and so's going towards Gemini," and I'll be like, "Well, that ain't me. That's not happening for me. That's not going to be me." When in reality, I shouldn't say that. You know, I actually just did that earlier. I shouldn't say that, but at the same time, like I it doesn't matter. Like in my mind, I left it all to God. So whatever they bring in for me is what they bring in for me. I'm not chasing anything. I'm not running after anything. Those days for me are over. I'm 44 years old. I'm perfectly content where I am. I'm perfectly content on my own. I'm an independent individual. I don't rely on anybody else. I haven't done that for a very long time. I'm just fine without another person. Would I love another person? Of course I would. Of course I want a companion. Of course I want someone to grow old with and die with. And you know what I mean? Like, yeah, I want that. But I'm not going to compromise anything that I believe in for someone else. I'm not going to overextend my boundaries for someone else, especially someone else that isn't open and honest, truthful, loyal. If they don't have integrity, like, you know, like I'm just not. Like, I'm too old for games. I'm not interested. I'm too old and I'm too tired. Okay? Would I love somebody to be on this journey with me? Yeah, of course I would. But like I said, you know, whatever comes, comes. Whoever comes, comes. Because, uh, nope. I've been done chasing for a very long time. I mean, when I got together with my ex-husband, I didn't even chase him. He chased me. Maybe that should have been the sign there. I don't know. But whatever. This emperor could really start something amazing with this other person in this Two of Cups situation. The overcommitment, again, I don't know what that entails. I will say this, if this emperor is involved in any other type of sexual relationships, or even just like baby mama drama type stuff, they better handle that shit before they come in. They better figure that shit out. They better have a solution for those issues because they should not be bringing that to someone else's door. You know, I personally dealt with the ex-husband and his ex-wife and their kid, and yeah, I will never ever do that again. Never. Nope. Absolutely the fuck not. Absolutely the hell not. You better have grown ass kids because I'm not dealing with no baby mama. I'm gonna let it go at that. I'm gonna let it go at that. I think I ranted long enough. Hopefully this emperor realizes what they're gonna miss out on and they make their move. Because, like I said, there is such a thing as waiting too long. There really is. There really is. All right. I hope it resonated for you. I hope you found it entertaining. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. I know I am. And I will talk to you guys later. Bye.